Welcome to Fig's Tarot Garden. This is Fig. I'm grateful to be your host and reader today. I appreciate you. I got the 3 decks out there. We got the Wildwood Tarot. We got the playing card deck. And we've got the Rider Waite deck. Amethyst, citrine, and emerald are the crystals. I'm going to use a single deck per reading here, and we're going to find out what today's energy is with regards to love and money. So go ahead and pick a pile, and I'll meet you over there. There will be timestamps in the description below and in the comments below as well. Thank you. Okay, if you picked the Amethyst and the Wildwood Tarot, let's get going. So we're going to give these cards a good shuffle, and we're going to lay it out. And my intention is going to be to put the love portion of the reading to the left, and the finances or money portion to the right. I don't know if you guys could see that. There's a heron. I don't know if that's getting that on film. It's all the way back past that curve. It's on the bank now. It just flew in. I don't know if I got it on film or not, but I'm definitely aimed right at it. I don't know if you guys could see that. All the way over there. Wow. Came right in as I was talking about your money reading being on the left. If you don't, I don't know if you know anything about, there it goes, there it goes. Wow. I don't know if you know anything about spirit animals. But the hearing is a symbol of wealth. I'm sorry, I have issues with my camera here. There we go. It's a symbol of wealth and abundance. Wow, that was pretty awesome. All right, so that's an awesome part of your read already. All right, so finances to your left. We'll talk about your energies and what you can do to, make them even better. So finances and money will be to the left. I actually think I just said that all backwards, but we're gonna go with it now because once I saw the hearing, that's what I was saying. So let's go with that. I think I started out saying that the love would be on the left and the finances on the right. And I just realized I think I said it the other way around. So afterwards. So at any rate, it could resonate either way, no matter what. So a lot of people are going to watch this, but overall, my intention is now. My intention while we're shuffling here is to put the financial portion of your reading to the left and the love energy portion of your reading to the right. Cards are feeling really good. I'm just gonna cut them real quick. Okay. These want to be there. So, what is your energy regarding finances? What is your current energy today regarding finances? Where are you at? Where are they at? What's the current energy? Oh, yeah, those three. All right, regarding finances. What is a possible energy? And what is your overall advice? With regards to love, what is your current energy? What's possible today? And what's some advice? All right, that feels real good. Let's take a look at the cards. So what is your energy today? We've got, regarding finances, you may be mourning the loss of some. But there's nothing bothering you about this. You got the jealousy card in reverse. So there's nothing bothering you really about this, and you know you're aiming in the right direction. It almost feels like you had a pretty recent tower moment, divinely guided. Maybe recently lost a job or moved on from a job, or were forced out of a job that you kind of wanted to leave anyways, and maybe had your eye on something else. It doesn't have to be a job related or career related, obviously. Finances come in all states, but it seems like you recently had something you were relying on, but didn't necessarily care to be relying on that source. And what's possible? Well, the tradition and transition, which says a lot about what's going on. It shows what's going on today. I guess that speaks for itself. Tradition and transition. Definitely moving on. Definitely moving into something much more in line with your inner self, and just much more the traditional you. It's not really talking about, this card in this position isn't really talking about, traditional family values or anything like that. It's clearly talking about you moving in a direction towards something far more stable and long-term as far as happiness. Definitely picking your own direction at this point. And again, this is just today's energy. So you may be feeling a strong pull towards moving forward in a completely different direction than you've been. And what are the possible outcomes? well, it could leave you frustrated. That's obvious. You know, you can avoid that. You know how to do that. You just keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the energy itself. We've got the King of Vessels. It's kind advice, kind counsel. You know, you maybe man, that's the heron that came right out. Just literally right in front of your reading. That's just awesome. Yeah, you have every opportunity to make the best of today. Make the best of your finances, your money, your whole lifestyle situation can be abundant today, and it can be, you know, setting you up for the long haul. Frustration, I would think, would come from lethargy. Then I would think it would come from not taking advantage of your energies today, because we see what you're emitting. You're emitting sharpness more so than anything. This is where your energy coming out of, or coming into the day. You're coming out of this energy, and this is where you're headed with it. You know, we're talking about what's possible. It's a complete overhaul. And when we talk about that hearing, this just a heron. Herring is a fish. I'm not hearing. Yeah, the blue heron coming in right in the beginning of your reading. I mean, it's on. I definitely got it when it left. I hope I got it coming in. It was literally awe-striking. I don't think there's much more I could say about your financial situation at that point. We're going to leave that energy right out there for us to view. Let's get it propped up. It's just an unbelievable read. All right, let's see in love. We have a lot of reversals. We got abundance in reverse, we got the world in reverse, and we've got the reunion in reverse. So it obviously looks like you're, you know, if you're single, today's not a day you're going to be finding an abundant love. And if you're in a relationship, you know, today's not necessarily a day of moving forward. That's the way you're seeing it. This is your energy. This is what you're emitting. So you're definitely rising and moving into this day with regards to love, kind of considering it, almost looks like it's something unimportant at the moment. I mean, with all that said about the finances, I could see why. There's nothing here bad. These are all, in the upright, these are all amazing cards. It just looks more like you're emitting. If you have a partner, they're feeling like they're not on your mind today, and that's okay. It happens. If you don't have a partner, then it's looking as if look at, you got the generosity card. Even in love, it just looks like so much is happening abundantly in the money energy today. Your focus is there. As far as love, empowerment, that's in reverse as well. So you're not sure. This is, people aren't seeing or feeling love from you as much as they are generosity and growth and inspiration. And I mean, your day is clearly about your big transition financially. What are your possible outcomes? Clearance of old energy and attraction. So that's just awesome. Yeah, if you're just because you're not thinking about it doesn't mean that your significant other or your partner isn't thinking about you. And you have the time to go in and think about it and clear out old energies and take care of the things that were coming up in that financial side. And this could resonate in reverse. That is possible, but overall, it's looking like we laid it out right. And I think it's going to resonate with most people in the order it came out. But yeah, if you don't have a partner, it is possible that someone will be attracted to you today. You're going to be emitting amazing hearing energy all day long. So it's not, because you're just clearing stuff out. You're going to seem extremely confident. You're going to appear very intriguing, and that's whether you're in a relationship already or if you're single. Hearts are being burning. All right, Amethyst, if that resonated with you, like, subscribe, comment below, ding the bell, do all that stuff. I'd love to hear from you and get the community growing. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, if you chose citrine, I left that heron card out because in the amethyst card, or the amethyst draw, there it is. You see it? In the amethyst draw, a heron came down as I was talking about the setup of the reading. And wow, you guys just got a view of it too. Wow, that's awesome. So I was actually just put that. Oh, here it is. Yes, it's coming right at us. Did you guys see that? Oh my God, it must have landed like right here in front of me somewhere, like feet away. Guys, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, if you skipped right over to citrine, go watch the amethyst as well. Even just the beginning, because it's the same exact thing as before I even pulled out the cards. Wow. I don't see it, but I didn't see it go past me either. Like, thinking there's a pathway right here. To my left, there's like a walking path. And it was coming in, you saw it was coming directly at us. I don't want to get up and spook it, but maybe I do. My curiosity is all right, so let's get into your reading. So basically, the way we're going to lay this out is your finances will be in money situation is going to be to the left of the layout, and your love is going to be preoccupied with this bird. Your love reading is going to be laid out to the right. It could be reversed for some people. The reading's for a lot of people. But my intention is definitely going to be to have the finances and money portion of your reading to the left, with your love reading to the right. That was awesome. I can't believe it came out a second time. I'm twice as excited in this reading only because I didn't expect it at all, but it was a familiar energy the second time around. Let's get you shuffled up. Let's get some cards laid out. Let's see what's going on with money and love and money. We're doing, like I said, my intention is to get the money off to the left here, and the love off to the right. Guys, that was awesome. I don't know how much of it you actually got to see. I didn't have time to zoom in, but it literally flew right at us. Wow. All right. I still haven't seen it leave. Take to the sky. It definitely didn't fly past me through the trees. So it had to have landed somewhere out there in front of us. All right, let's get to what's going on here. This is the energy you're emitting in finances. Yeah, those three. What you're emitting, what's being seen, and what's possible. And then I'm gonna give it a quick shuffle here, and we'll lay down the love. Lay down the love. What you're emitting, what's being seen. I'm gonna call that good. All right, let's get into your finances, or what's intended to be your finances. We got some decent Pentacles energies out there. We got the Five of Pentacles, leading us to believe that there's your mind is on change. Your mind is on, looks like a young energy mentally as far as finances. And again, this spread is pretty Delphic. It doesn't really say anything directly about money, I suppose, other than we are looking at the Earth energy and the Pentacles, the worldly abundance energy. With the 9 being fulfillment, that would be what you're emitting. Your mind is on the fulfillment and the overall change, and it's definitely a young mental energy. Again, that could relate directly to love as well, but it is Pentacle energy. But however it resonates, it resonates. What are people seeing? They're seeing you making some decisions. Some people may think, people may be thinking that you're overthinking or over worried or considering those things, but we got the seven of hearts, and it's maybe people are kind of looking at this whole little spread here. This is kind of like people think you're not being decisive, or so that's kind of what's being seen, and likely not what actually is going behind the scenes, because you've definitely got your mind headed towards fulfillment, and realizing that would be a change. It's not, you don't feel fulfilled at the moment, but you're realizing it would be a change, and you're on a journey today. Anyway, you're definitely looking towards the coming changes. What are your possible outcomes? You got the 8. Always means abundance. It always means abundance to me. You got the 8 of clubs, and it's quickly. basically it's looking like if you keep your mindset and you realize that your mindset is correct in this looking at fulfillment, realizing you need to make changes, and being willing to take the journey, which is exactly the energy you're emitting today. So being willing to do that definitely leads to, that's the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this could feel like love to some people. It could feel like your love reading. Again, it's Pentacles, and we're looking at the Queen. Male or female, however it resonates, but that's what we're looking at. And certainly coming in quick, very quick. So that is your possible outcome. And with that hearing, both up here by the crystals and a live one that just flew in to the beginning of this reading. I really hope the emerald gets a flyby too. I feel bad. Maybe I'll take the emerald one off. I'm kidding. I don't edit. I'm just joking. But yeah, we're looking at the absolute opportunity for fulfillment and abundance. So, if you keep that mindset, and that's a great mindset. And, at some point, maybe not today, but in the coming days, you're going to want to drop the whole idea that things got to change and start accepting the fact that there is fulfillment around you. But it's such a young journey mentally, it's such a young journey that it's okay today to know that you need to make changes, but you can't forever just keep thinking you need to make changes. Obviously, you gotta know at some point that you've made changes, and things are coming in. I kind of just took this out of a today thing, and I'm showing the basic path here that's being shown. Mentally thinking about fulfillment brings abundance, while mentally thinking about change and keep putting a carrot in front of your face, but constantly thinking you need to change, that's going to bring what other people are seeing, which is this stack here. Indecisive, all up in your head. We've talked about it, but your basic your basic outcome and your likely outcome, as long as you take today's energy and move forward with it, and maybe wake up tomorrow realizing that there's a lot less change to be made and a lot more just going for it to be done. So let's get into your love. That's nice. This is what you're emitting today. So you are thinking about love today. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles and the Jack of Pentacles. And diamonds. And it looks like, whether you're in a relationship or you're not, it looks like anyone you are thinking about, you're thinking about them in a very high light today. You're looking, definitely looking forward. That's awesome. As far as what others are seeing, you got the set of fours there, which means you're probably seemingly guided by for most people, with the double fours coming out. It's again, in a relationship or not, you seem to be outside looking in today. Other people are going to think that you're very much so lucky, with the seven and the two fours. You're very much so guided and lucky in the way you look at things, in the way you're feeling today, anyways, about things. Regarding love, again, this can be reversed. This could be your, if it resonates as your money side, then it's your money side, and then there's your outcomes. at the nine of clubs. It's just determined to finish and get things done. Then you get the jack of clubs. It's just that charming, passionate, loving energy. So yeah, overall, it really just looks like you're keeping the youth in your relationship. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, you're certainly putting out a vibe of somebody young and fun-loving. And this is regardless of age. We're talking energy here. We're talking vibe for sure. I mean, you may be young, you may be, regardless. Who knows what, young to a 90-year-old is 70, young to a 40-year-old is 25. So, what's young? But at any rate, you're looking very vibrant, very young, very energetic, and very much so ready to love and love full. And that's if you're in a relationship or even if you're not. This is these are your possible outcomes. It's just full of energy. So we're looking at a lot of clubs outcomes, your money outcome, and your love outcome, or vice versa, however it resonates. If it did resonate with you, like, subscribe, ding the bell, comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys and get a open community going. But thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, if you chose Emerald, you're in the right spot. I left that Heron card out because both other readings, I got flybys in the beginning, right in this introduction of the pile itself. I got flybys by a blue heron, and it's I don't know that it's going to come by us another time, but I'm not sure where it perched up, but it's definitely worth viewing. So if you skipped right to this, maybe you want to check out the beginnings at least of those two and just kind of get a look at the spirit guide that's surrounding this whole reading. It's just fantastic. The Heron card, it was the final outcome on the money side of the first the amethyst draw, which obviously we didn't know that until we got to the end. But the Heron did show up in the very beginning of the reading, live, actual out here in nature. Blue heron just joined us. So yeah, check that out. It's pretty cool. And hopefully it comes around for you guys too, but regardless, it's still surrounding, the whole energy is still surrounding the area. All right, so what we're going to do here is, my intention is to lay out your finances and your money on the left, and your love situation and love energy to the right. So let's get going on that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was, as soon as I started the camera to do the amethyst pile, it came way out back there, kind of before the curve there. It just kind of came into the camera. I don't know if I got that on camera or not, but then it perched on the bank over there, directly straight out in front of us. And I was able to zoom in, and it took off. It took off flying. And I finished that reading, and it ended up finishing in the money line with the heron. And then it just, the live heron actually was gone. I literally cleaned my cards up, set up to do the citrine, And it came flying in again. It's just amazing. Heron's obviously a sign of abundance, and we're talking about love and money here. So both those reads turned out really well. Some very happy energies of the day going on with both those reads. And I'm sure yours is going to be the same. All right, so we're going to lay out love here on the left. That's really good. We're going to lay out love here on the left, or I'm sorry, finances. The other thing I wanted to mention too, before I went off on my Heron rant, it could resonate opposite for you. There's a lot of people in the read this is what you're, what you're emitting. This is what people are seeing, and then here's your possible outcomes, and that's your finances. So then let's take a look at, shuffle up a little, but let's take a look at your the love side of your reading too. It's the same thing. It's what are you emitting today? What are people seeing, and what are your possible outcomes? So let's dig right into it. What are you emitting in finances, in your financial world? Wow. And definitely accepting that recently, or what looks to be recently in the recent past. Only because this is all about the growth here, and then this is all the coming together. So your overall energy is focused forward, focused on growth, and I can't say, but because this is reading for a lot of people, but it looks like many of you are probably coming out of a financial struggle of sorts, but you're seeing your way out. As your energy today is that you see the way out. So what's it looking like? See, people are seeing it as the Lover's card came out, so if that resonates for somebody, but people are seeing it as very young-minded with regards to your finances. The Hanged Man and the Lovers. So basically, we're people are kind of seeing, that you're young in it all, but you're kind of in a sacrifice mode. This is how people are seeing it. This isn't necessarily your energy. You see what you're emitting as the ideas of growth, but what people are seeing is that you're young in the energy, and there's a kind of a need to release the past, so they almost feel like you're hung up on a past. And I kind of get the same vibe out of this card, the Lovers. Now, if this resonates as a love reading for you, then it's all the same, other than it would be the love, the Lovers. But and I'm just kind of, people are seeing this as if there's a loss of balance, or a loss of your way, but you're looking at it, at least today's energy, you're definitely not seeing it the way they're seeing it. You're looking at it as if there's growth ahead, for sure. And in other words, you're in a really good place, regardless of what they think. And then your possible outcomes. You got the Three of Wands. Obviously, this is the Six of Cups. And you do got the Heartbreak card. So there is a lot of ways this can turn out today. But this one, if you keep your mindset and not really worry about what all these people are thinking and how they're viewing you, if you keep your mindset, You have the gifts to offer, you have the gifts to enjoy, the gifts to offer, and you got growth coming in. And that's all just today. It's just today's energy. You know, you listen to other people and that's where you end up. We already know that, right? Can't worry about what other people are thinking. All right, on the love side, we got the Emperor and the Four of Wands. So the energy you're emitting today, the energy where you're at, you're not overly focused on you know, the traditional husband, wife, castle. So, you know, regardless if you're because you're kind of just standing in your own power, really. So regardless if you're single or if you're in a relationship, you're emitting a focus of or you're emitting an energy of standing in your own focus, standing in your own power today. And that's awesome, regardless if you're in a relationship or you're not. Standing in your own power is never a problem. What are people seeing? Well, people, I'm seeing these in reverse. I'm feeling like people see you as completely established there, and that's probably why you're standing in your own power. Not because they see you that way, but you're standing in your own power, so they're seeing you that way. That's kind of what I meant. You know, that's what they're seeing you as. They don't see you as needing anyone to come in and fix things, or they don't see you as arguing with anybody or needing to release anything from your life. They just simply see you as a star. When it comes to relationships, you probably inspire a lot of people when it comes to your relationships or the way you look at it. That's even if you're not in one. That could be inspiring to some people to see you stand in your own power and not need somebody else. But if you are in a relationship, then people definitely look up to you and your significant other. Well, they look up to you thinking specifically that, you know, it has a lot to do with your presence in the relationship, which is, you know, why the relationship is inspiring and something for other people to look at. They kind of credit you with that. And what are your possible outcomes? So this is just an awesome reading. This reading, I feel like if you chose the Emerald, you kind of have everything going. You know, love and money. You got it going. Whether that means you have finances in the bank, or you have a relationship that's thriving, or whether that means you're looking at everything correctly, even the things you don't have. You're looking at them in a beneficial way to yourself. You know, the Judgment card. I mean, it's just, you're looking at everything very good today, very well, and you're looking to just move forward and grow in both love and money. So you have a very exciting energy that people are definitely inspired by it very much. You can see it throughout both sides of the reading, actually. People are definitely very inspired by your spirit today. So if that resonates, like, subscribe, ding the bell, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you. I appreciate you.